Hey Gary, I printed some tiny little train bits on the printer. I'm going to take them off now. They're not perfect, but I wanted to show you anyway. Ah. HO scale. Golly, it's so tiny. I need a pair of tweezers. HO scale brake wheel. HO scale ladder. HO scale, these are the steps that go on the side of a car. And that's what the brake wheel mounts on. This was part of a kit. And these were failed coupler covers. But you can see, got a couple of ladders and sets of steps. It's a full set for a single car. Gonna do some more. So Mark Burton 5292 recommended that I use a smooth plate with ABS. Here is my smooth plate from Bamboo. Ta-da! High temp plate and engineering plate. So we'll use the high temp plate and see if the ABS prints any better. Here we go. High temp plate. Isopropyl, somewhere between 50% and 70%. I forgot what I've refilled the bottle with. Just to clean the oils off of the plate. It's in there. So now we'll load up a part and see how it does. You can see that this ABS was just shedding little bits and balls everywhere, and on the corner closest, the open, not the solid piece, but the open piece, you can see the corner closest to the camera is starting to pull up and away, so this was very problematic. Now you can see that the bottom is completed, and the back corner of what's going to be the body of the car has started to pull up just as we get to the detailed work on the side, and actually the whole back is pulled up, and this is me canceling the print because I know it's going to fail. Okay, so I got a smooth plate after having several failed prints that pulled up. You can just see how stringy this was. I did manage to have some success with some of the bottom plates on this wagon car. However, I did have several failures on the smooth plate, but I think I figured it out. I added a raft around the bottom, and here it is. You can see that the raft is still attached. This has been sitting on the printer to cool. The quality of it is quite nice. This is in polycarbonate, which just happens to be my new favorite. Let's see if I turn it right side up. You can see this is intended to be an open hopper. Like I said, it's described as a wagon car. Looks like it has doors. I've already printed the bladders and the brake wheel, and I just need to remove these supports for the prettiness of it. I'll do that in a moment. But this guy, this is the bottom that I think I'm going to use. You can see the texture from the print. I wasn't real happy with that, and I may redo it. This model was fairly plain. There's no structure on the bottom, so I may add detail to the bottom, or I may reprint this just as a solid. But this was also, after I pulled it out, it had started to bow and warp. So while the printer was cooling off, I put this in there with a couple of magnets. I love me some neodymium magnets. So I just magneted this to the build plate while it was still warm, and it straightened it out, and it looks great. So now this goes in, and it snaps in. Obviously this would be glued. And there is the bottom. Good tight fit. Like I said, I've got the ladders and the brake wheel assembly in there. They're a little bitty. I was afraid I was going to lose them, so I put them in something big and bulky. This has got some good weight. Once I put a load in here and the right couplers, I think this will be a good car. I'm very excited. I'll get the supports removed and take some more detailed photos. I do have a little bit of ridging on the side. Not sure why that is. There might have been a shift. It started to bow. If I had a flat surface, I could show you. I started to get a little warping. It started to pull off of the table. But I think it's less than a 30-second. It managed, but that may be where these lines are coming from. So I'll get some hero shots of this after I get the supports removed. Success. First car, 3D printed. Many more to come. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.